Okay, and antler velvet. Yes, it is called the deer antler velvet. Antler. The deer antler velvet. What else? Have you ever heard us talking about noni berries, akui berries, all kinds of berries, raspberries, not noni berries. All the berries are in this thing, yeah? Goji berry, acai berry, mangosteen. Mangosteen. I remember once upon a time I was being told if I want to cut some weight, I should take mangosteen. It has mangosteen. What is the work of pig? Someone please tell me. The work of pig. The work of pig. I want to believe you have told so many men about pig. I wish you could tell even the ladies because it has a lot of work. Peak. You're talking about peak.
Suppress your libido?
Yes, libido. It works on the libido. What else? What else, people? What else? We cannot talk about a company that we do not understand. What else does peak have?
Boosting immune system.
Boosting immune system. Most of the boosting of the immune system is on shield. Peak.
Does it also help us with our menses?
It helps a lot in our menses. Thank you. Ladies, how many times have you gone for an injection for a painkiller? So that your body can become okay. Because you cannot move. How many of us have been walking like this? Because of the pain. You know, men do not understand. They will never understand. That is something, men, you will never understand. Ladies understand. The menses can be a disaster. And then after we are done with our menses, we go to menopause, which is another story altogether. Ladies, why did we sing? Anyway, when you're going to pre-menopausal and post-menopausal situation, peak will help you so much. It balances your hormones. I always say that when you use peak, you go back to the factory settings. Your body goes back to where it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be. There's no disease like old age. No, it's just that we have taken so many poisonous things, including in our managu. Simple managu, you spray in insecticides. Whereas all those weird things that we eat, weird hormones in our milk, everything is just a mess. That's why we need these things. That's why our hormones are imbalanced. And that's why we need to balance them back so that we don't get sick. Peak. That is a marital counselor. This one. Those marriages that have issues. The sex life of the family is messed up. Please give them peak. They'll be fine. Please help people. They'll be fine. Sawa sawa. And finally, sleep. Sleep. We were talking about people who cannot sleep at night. You're sleeping, but your brain is still awake. Please tell me, what is the content of sleep? I want to believe someone, I think it was yesterday, said that she started sleeping very well after using sleep. What is in sleep? Please tell me. Melatonin. What does melatonin do? Good people, melatonin, what does it do? Basically helps you sleep. It's the hormone that works on your sleep, and when it is messed up in your body, it means you need to activate it again so that you can be able to sleep enough. And by the time you've used sleep, you go to sleep, and when you wake up in the morning, it is something totally different. You're energetic, you slept enough, your brain is alert, you're in a good mood thanks to sleep. And then she's always in a good mood. The number of times I've seen her, she's always in a good mood. She's a queen of sleep. Ask her. I remember one day I used sleep. I don't have a problem with my sleep, but I remember using sleep. I was going through some stuff, you know, those stressful days. And you actually just want to sleep. I decided to use sleep, but I remember we had been told, before you use sleep, make sure you pray. Because If you sleep and then you start praying, you'll not finish your prayer. It works that fast. And after I used sleep, someone called me. I think I dozed off something on the top or something, but sleep works and it helps you sleep so well. Next, before we go to this, the hemp wax, any questions on the sprays? Yes.
How are they used?
How are they used? I have my handbag. I want to show it practically. Oh, thank you. I want to show it practically. I like showing it practically. How they are used. Please don't give me sleep.
No.
Thank you. Boost. You open, it has a pump. It has a pump. You open your tongue, under your tongue. Okay? You're supposed to wait for like about 15 to 30 seconds. And then you swallow. I'm not using a lot because I already used. But you can use about 6 puffs under your tongue. It is administered sublingually, and the beauty about that is you absorb 98% of the content. Okay? Most of the nutritional supplements we have, usually you have to swallow a tablet or take a shake. That takes it to the tummy. After it has gone to the tummy, it has to be digested, then messes up with your liver because it is too much work, and then you absorb about 40 to 50% of those. But thanks to this, it goes 98% into the system. You absorb 98%, which is really good. I want to believe so. At least you're not wasting anything. If you're wasting 2%, which is not really wasting. Sawa. You had another question?
How many times do you administer the spray in a day?
If you want to use all of them, I'd advise you use it once a day. If you're using for normal health. But if there's something you need to work on, you can add the number of times you use it. This is food. This is not medicine. Again, how many times do you take fruits? As much as you want, right? If you want an apple right now, then later. So just eat it. It's a fruit. This is normal fruits. You can use them as much as you want, but advice, 6 puffs a day is enough. Is enough, especially for someone who's normal. 6 puffs is enough. For trim, I've been using 6 puffs in the morning, 30 minutes before I eat, and that lasts me the whole day. And with that, if you use 6 puffs on a daily basis, it will last you a whole month. A whole month. Some people, it actually goes even up to about 5 weeks. So yeah, good stuff. Any other question?
Should it be on an empty stomach or a week?
You can use it anytime. But trim specifically, use it 30 minutes before you go to eat, so that it can remove anything that was there, especially in the morning. You'll find yourself going to the toilet before you go to eat. You'll find yourself. Ask the people you have used trim. That's what happened. You go to the washrooms just before you eat, because it will have flushed out stuff from your system. Yes. Any other question?
Yeah. So, Lydia, I wanted to understand.
Yes.
The exact effect.
The exact effect. It is absorbed into the blood. You know, anytime someone is given a tablet, it's supposed to go into the tummy, then absorb into the villi and all that, then it goes into the blood so that it finds where the problem is. But this one goes directly to the blood, so it works on the problem immediately, as soon as possible. There's a day I came in with a migraine, I remember very well, and I couldn't see properly. I was just feeling so bad. And I asked one of the affiliates called Joshua, and he gave me brain. And I remember about 30 minutes or so, the migraine was gone. I usually wear specs for those people who know. And those people who wear specs, you know how the migraines can be. So yeah, it really helps and it works very fast. I want to believe so. At least for the ones I have used. Any other question before I continue?
Can it help with the eye problem? Someone who has a problem with allergies.
With the eyes, allergies.
Yes.
Allergies.
Yes.
Most of the time you find, you see this, something is causing the allergy.
Yeah.
If you work on the root cause, you will be fine. And with time, I want to believe even them, after some time, the specs will go. We are going to talk about CBD oil a bit later. which really helps, especially with people who have issues with the eyes. Now, these other ones.
Sorry. Assuming you're dealing with somebody with asthma.
If you're dealing with someone with asthma, remember, this is not medicine.
Of course, yes.
Remember,
Yes.
I'm insisting on that. This is not medicine.
It's not medicine.
Yes.
But you want to help them boost the immunity.
When you want to help someone boost their immunity, what do you use?
Sure.
Shield. There you go.
So you just need one.
You can use shield, a combination. There's usually a particular combination that actually works very well. A combination of shield, peak, and the brain, or shield, peak, and boost, most of the time works on a number of things. The combination of those things. And actually, you need to find out what is the cause of the asthma. There's always a cause. Most of the diseases are caused because of mucus in our system. So if you can flush the mucus in your system, so the person will be fine. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, may I have another?
Yes.
And a lot of anxiety. If the
And
person
a lot
gets
of anxiety. Yeah.
or they get stressed. For instance, if you have a young child, maybe between 3 and 5, and when something stresses them, they will get an asthmatic attack.
They will stop
If
breathing.
one is very anxious and
Yeah.
they have exams that are coming by, then you find them getting an attack. So there's a lot that happens within the system that actually makes somebody get an asthmatic attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is not just the allergic reactions, but there's something else within the brain that actually makes that happen.
So if the brain is okay, if the brain is okay, they are not anxious, they are not stressed, then they'll be fine.
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
For
And then again-
what do you for the children? What do you?
Children can use brain. Children can use brain. Children can use brain.
But depending again on what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assuming
When-
it's maybe from 5 years or so.
5 years or so. Do they have a condition?
Asthma, yeah. I'm still on asthma.
Oh,
I'm still on that.
on asthma.
Yeah.
Most, they can use brain. They can use brain. Yes.
Maybe the number of sprays, you can reduce the number of sprays.
Yeah.
Maybe. That is the only thing I think about.
And also, at times you may find the asthma can come because of the cold. Keep them warm. Keep them warm. And if they have issues with people who are spraying perfumes in the house, avoid perfumes in the house. I'm going to show you something else that's going
The
to help
cats
with
and
that
all
as
that.
well.
The cats
Um,
also give you that.
CBD tinctures, these are available in our company, but they are not yet in Kenya. So I don't want to talk too much about them. But CBD basically helps in balancing your entire body. If you have any situation and you want to sort it out, when it comes to CBD, just Google CBD whatsoever. CBD whatsoever. Google. And you'll find everything in it. But I don't want to talk much about it because it's not on this table, okay? Let's talk about the things that are on this table. Okay, these are still CBD products. Okay, let's go to the topicals. The topicals look like this. We have the Revive, used at night. It's a cream, a facial cream. For those of us who love ourselves, thank you very much. For those of us who don't want to grow old, Revive, okay? By the way, all these products here have CBD. 1, 2, 3. I told you to Google about what? CBD. The next class I'm going to ask questions about CBD. I'm a teacher. This helps in tightening the skin. It has pure olive oil, CBD oil, and collagen. That it helps in tightening these two lines that make you look old. Then let me talk about Renew. All of them are hemp, derived from hemp. Okay, Renew. I use Renew every day. And there's something I discovered about my skin. You know those people who have dark skin and a bit lighter, and then again dark kidogo, cool. Yeah, it evens out your skin. And I've discovered my skin is evening. I'm so excited. My skin is evening out. Renew. You use it during the day, okay? Use it during the day. I like it a lot. And it makes the skin feel and glow. Glows, eh? Now let me talk about relief. I want to talk about relief. kidogo, longer than the rest. How many of us have used Relief? Relief. Only 2 people. This is a must-have in every house. Every home, a must-have. Relief. Why? Any painful situation in your system, from headaches to a cut, to those people who are suffering arthritis and all that, all this, when you apply all the topicals, they go 7 layers deep. They go in and they work on the situation. I'll give a testimony about my mother on Relief. My mother had a problem with her hand. She had been injected wrongly, and so she could not lift heavy things. She could not cook ugali, African cake. For those people who don't know what ugali is, it's African cake. And I remember the first time I had about Relief, and I was so excited. I was like, Mom, I have something for you. And she's had arthritis as well, situations with arthritis. She applied Relief and used Shield. Remember the coral situations, the coral calcium that you talked about, and Relief. She used the 2, and I remember her excitement about 3 days ago when she cooked ugali. She's not cooked ugali for a long time, and you know, for an African woman not to be able to cook ugali for some time, it's something, eh? You're not cooking for your husband the main meal, the ugali. She felt so good to be able to cook ugali. And right now she can be able to twist her hand like this, and she can be able to lift up stuff with that hand. So if you ask me if they work, they actually do work. Okay? Any questions on those? We need to finish. Yes.
I think you are moving too fast for newcomers.
I had to move fast because our time.
Then I wanted to ask about
Relief.
how do you apply it?
Relief. A little bit. A pea size. You put it.
So you use it on the place where you feel.
Yes. If you've cut yourself, put it there. It's going to heal. Very, very fast. Not like that, like magic. But it's going to heal faster than usual. If it is your skin, people who have some pimples, some acting out, give them the creams. It's going to even out with time. You know, with all these products, ask yourself, how long did that person take to get to where they are? And how long do they want the situation to sort itself out? You can't have a problem that has been there for years and you expect it to end in days. It's not even fair to the product. It's not even fair to the product. But give it some time. Give it some time, and it's going to be fine.
And a situation of a person who there are people who are light skinned, right?
Light skin, yes.
And then you see as if they have some black spots.
It clears out. Especially with the CBD oil that's in it, it helps it in clearing out. The black spots, it helps a lot. Yeah. But you give it time. You don't just apply and expect it to happen today. That's not fair. There's something else that I need to tell you about all our products. We have a 60-day empty bottle return policy if it doesn't work for you. But be careful, especially with people. We have con people in this world, basically. They want to use the product and they want their money back. For example, someone decides to use trim. Someone decides to use trim and they want to lose weight. Before they start using it, make sure they measure themselves. People lose weight on weight or inches. So it depends. They measure themselves, they tell you before. Then they come after and they say, by the way, I was, let's say 70 kgs, I'm not moved. Inches, I was 35 in waist and I'm still 35. Then they can get their money back. Okay? We have the hair products. We have the hair products. Let me finish and then just keep your question so that I answer them very fast because someone else is supposed to come and there are some people who actually want to go back to work. I have to. Yes. Let's talk about the hair and body products. These are hemp products. They have just arrived. They're so beautiful. You have the shampoo. You have the conditioner. Okay? Hemp products. Pure. These are for damaged hair. And they're very good for our hair. Especially in Africa, this is very good for us. You know our hair is strong, eh? So this is very good for us. It also has some CBD in it. We have our lotion. Our lotion If you were here some time back, our country manager sampled for us and it smells really, really nice. These are the things that you can carry to the salon. Oh, we have the hair mask. Hair mask. The hair mask. We need to take care of our hairs. And then instead of spraying those things for after, you know, after you're from the salon and then all kind of things, you can use our glow, pure glow, our hair serum. Gives you a natural sheen. All these are pure. Most of the things that we use are cancerous, unfortunately, and it goes into our system. The next time we are going to talk about those, the topicals and the hair and beauty products in depth. Today, I really wanted us to understand about the sprays because we do not really understand the sprays. I've discovered I'm asking questions and people still don't understand, so we need to work on them. And finally, let's talk about this, the mantra oils. The mantra oils. Ah, this smells good. This smells. It's nice, huh? Once upon a time when we were younger, our grandparents used to cover us with eucalyptus leaves so that you can remove things from our system. So ukweli, especially the elderly people, the younger generation, we are lost, unfortunately. And we take a lot of things that need to be removed from our system. We have, these are also topical, you do not drink them, but you have one for focus, people who don't have focus. If you can use that with the brain, it will go very well. Restore. People who have not been feeling well, they are in hospital and they need to recover. You give them restore. We have breathe. You talked about people with situation with their respiratory system. Give them breathe. Energy. People always weak. They need some energy. They need to boost their energy. Give that with boost. You're going to be fine. Relax. People who are always timid, who are tired. People who need to relax after work. You just go home and you need to relax. Use relax. And if you need to sleep, we have sleep. All these can be used. You can put in some water, cover yourself. You can decide to rub near your liver, especially when it comes to restore. Near your liver area, you can rub some there. You mix it with the original oils like olive oil, coconut oil, grapeseed oil. Those ones are base to be able to rub on yourself or on your palms, your head. You'll feel much better. Or you can use a diffuser in the house. You put it in the socket, put some 2 drops, and then it will spread in the whole house, and you will be fine. That is for our mantra essential oils. Very nice. And it is not one oil in one. It has a collection of some in one. I was glad to know that I can use something that Jesus used, frankincense. Woo! Yeah, it is in that. We don't have that in Kenya, but at least we have them put in our bottles. Each has a collection that takes care of that situation that you need to take care of. Yes, and finally, the High Life. High Life is another package that we have. We rarely talk about it, but I think one of these days we should just have time to talk about High Life so that you understand how that portal works. It basically works on flight discounts, cruise packages, hotels. And how would you feel paying 30,000 for a trip that costs 100,000? So that's good stuff. Or your friend or your families. If you can book them, get points, get paid, good stuff, eh? But we are going to have a specific day. I'm going to talk to the other leaders so that we can have a specific day just to talk about High Life, because I want to believe we'll be traveling soon. Any questions? Yes. Any questions so that our company manager can come, our country manager can come and give us some tips on how to sambaza this around the world. Yes.
So if I may ask about MDC
Yes.
in one sentence, like what is MDC all about? I mean, like it is about what?
What is MDC? MDC is a multi-level marketing company that has a number of products, and also it takes care of health and wealth. Okay, a multi-level company that takes care of health and wealth. Simple, one sentence. You said one sentence, right?
Like exactly. Okay, like I got a question. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Because these are people who are in other networks. So if I'm inviting them to come and listen, they want something that is different from whatever they know. So all what they know is that their company is also a wealth and wellness and all that. But what is so standing out?
What is standing out?
Yeah.
We are a house of brands. They might have one brand or two brands or three brands. We are a house of brands. You'll find a company that deals with nutritional supplements alone. You find that there's a company that deals with hair care and beauty alone. You have another company that deals with only facial creams and all that alone. You find another company that deals with travel alone. We are a combination of all that. Together, that's the difference.
That's
Our
a very
package.
good question. I would
Yeah.
ask that you pose it to the country manager.
He's coming,
He's
he's
got a
coming.
better image of it, because she's supposed to just talk about the
The
products.
products.
She'll explain all that. You can ask her a question. It's a very good question. Very good question.
Okay, any other question before we invite Zax?
Before he comes, I just want to thank you, Yvonne. Thank you very much. I want, before you sit down, Rosalind, we want to hear some testimonies, one or two testimonies. Rosalind, tell us who you are, tell us what products you use, what you've done, and all that.
Okay, I'm Wanyeke Roslyn. I'm an affiliate here with MDC, that is my daily choice. And I want to tell you about two testimonies. One is about myself, the other one is about my daughter. As you catch up with age from 40 years, sometimes because of what we eat, normally our bodies become very acidic. And when I came here, I was introduced to the products, and so when I realized about also the hormonal imbalance catching up when you are too acidic and when you catch up with age, I used two of these products. I used Peak and Shield because I learned about Peak is an adaptogen. Adaptogen that is able to balance my hormones, and also I took Shield because of balancing my acidic. When you're 40 years, you start walking like a duck. Not to realize that it is a problem. It's not just you're catching up with age, but it's a problem. So our Shield product, it's about balancing your acidic level to alkalinity. And when I use these two products, I started walking like a small girl now. I started walking straight. Then my daughter, who is 26 years old, had a problem with her menses. You all agree that many of the young girls, they do not take enough water. And every month, they lose a lot of calcium and so many other things. So my daughter, I recommended her to take the products, but she said she's not going to do the business. And in January, she was hospitalized for having menstrual pains. And she did not tell me until on March, when she was also hospitalized again because of her men's pains. And back in February, we had bought her a whole pack of executive, but she did not take the products. So when she started having the problem, I was called to the hospital that my daughter is in, and so I rushed there. So when she came from the hospital, I told her to start using the sleep because it has melatonin, one of the roots that is very good for easing the pains. And so I recommended sleep and the Shield. And she started taking the Shield because it has a lot of calcium, which is very good for when you're losing your menses. And sleep is very good for that. And she started taking this. And immediately from March 3rd up to today, she has not complained of any pain at all during her menses. So what do you say to MDC? We all need the product, isn't it? Yes. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Rosalind. Let's clap for her. That's what we call being a product of products. Next, I'll ask Kibir. to please come and just share something of the product that you have used.
Please don't.
Please clap for us.
Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, those of you that were here yesterday, maybe you heard my testimony, but I'm just going to repeat it again. I've had a condition whereby I had these very bad headaches. They were not migraines. I almost had a stroke one time, and that's exactly what led to the headaches. So my doctor actually put me on a tablet called Tegretol, which is mainly abused by those guys who like going iron. Yeah. So I've been on that medication for the last 1 year, but when I got to learn about MDC, a cousin of mine actually introduced me here, though she doesn't my package for the executive, mainly because of the headaches and sleep. For my sleep, because I was not sleeping, I was only doing maybe 2-3 hours. Never came back, but the headaches went. So every time I would complain that my husband, was snoring, and I'd ask myself, God, why not me? Why can't He just give me sleep? And the Bible says God gives sleep to those that He loves. So for me, I was like, God, please, if I've erred anywhere, just forgive me, but I need some sleep. So when I started using sleep, I sleep like a baby, and it's amazing. These days I leave my husband, just there, maybe daydreaming and not experiencing the sleep, and he says, you just switch off. And I tell him, why don't you share with me the sleep? Just use the sleep. It's just a few, you just have to use a few sprays. And he's like, no, my sleep will come, because okay, he's the kind of person that when he sleeps, he really gets that deep sleep. But for me, it was something that was gone and gone. But I thank God now that I can enjoy my sleep. I wake up when I'm fresh. But when I was taking Tegretol, it's a drug. And in the morning you have this mood and you're sluggish. It's like you don't want to wake up. You have the after effect of the drug. And every drug has its own half-life. So if you wake up before the half-life is done, then of course you're going to have problems. But as for me, with sleep and brain, I say thank you to God, and it's working. And thank you to MDC.
Okay, thank you. Anybody who has a testimony that they want to share? Okay, Yvonne, you can go.
Okay. So you see, these products are amazing, right? Right? Are these products amazing?
Yeah, they are.
They're amazing. And truth be told, when you send this and you send someone with prayers and say, God, take care of that situation, the person will be fine. And also you as a person, when you use it, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Personally, I say, if you hear this information and you don't pass it around, you're very selfish. And you cannot love your neighbor as you love yourself if you do not pass the information. Isn't that true? If you know it's going to help someone else, why not tell them? If it's going to help someone's life, boost their immunity, boost their energy, help in their marital situation, help in their sleeping situation, help in their stress management, help in all that. So you'll be selfish. And God chose you to be here so that you can help someone else. You're here today for a purpose. God knew today, this date, during the corona madness, you're going to be seated here learning about these products. So let us not be selfish. Let us share, because by sharing, when you share, you care. When you share, you care. These products go. I've not seen people talking about this, but share with people and you'll be shocked on how you will help them. The mantra, essential oils. It's a set of 6. You can help people. The sprays, go. Our country manager is going to come and talk about them and how you can be able to pass them around. If someone tells you they're expensive, you ask them what is expensive. Your life or something that you can do to help your life be better. Huh? Anyone else with a question? I would like to sit down, but anyone else with a question, comment? Question or comment?
If they say it's expensive
Compared to what? Yes, compared to what? Yes.
Anyone who is having problems with their teeth, especially toothache and all this, they need to use Shield. I have testimony.
She has a testimony about Shield. If you have a problem with your teeth, use Shield. Coral calcium. Huh? Any question? We need to hand it over to the country manager. He's coming. Any other question? Any other testimony? I have one more testimony. One of my downlines had a father who had, what is it called? This disease here, Magot. Gout. Yes, gout. And the father could not move, could not carry things. He was in pain. And I remember I was still very new, like the way you knew and you brought him, and he knows someone else who has a problem. But her, she had a father who had a problem with gout and needed to be helped out. So I went and asked the leaders, which ones do I give? Because at times you do not know what to help someone with. You're just coming and you're green. And they told me, give him Shield and pick. And I remember it was a Tuesday. And when I got a text from her on Thursday saying the father even carried water to the bathroom for himself, I was like, man, I'm going to do this business because I know I'm going to help so many people. So many people. And there's something that all of us need to learn. We need to identify with this company. We need to identify with these products, because through the products we can be able to help so many people. Now, before I continue too much, at least I've waited for him so long and he is here. This young gentleman, I call him young because he does not look old a bit, has been in this business for 25 years. Some of us were not even born. I'm looking at them. Some of us were not even born. And he's the most sought after leader when it comes to network marketing. He's the best person to be able to tell you on how to handle this business. And where is she? She had a very serious question, and it's going to be answered. You're going to be told on how to use the products. You're going to be told on how to pass it to relatives, friends, and people who need it. And apart from that, he's going to show you how to be great in this business. He's going to show you how this company operates. Where is it from? Where is it going? What is it doing? And without me talking too much, because I know I talk too much, put your hands together for Mr. Cyrus Mehu. Please don't be selfish with your claps. Put your hands together for Cyrus Mehu. Karibu sana, Mr. Cyrus.
Thank you very much. How are you doing?
I'm good.
How's everybody today? Are you excited to be here?
Yes.
How many people are feeling healthy? How many people feel like they need some of our products? You have the products. Okay. My name is Cyrus Mehu and I'm glad to be here. And first of all, before we go further, I would like us to put our hands together and clap for that beautiful talk we've just had. Thank you so much. It's always good to be dedicated. Once you join the business, we always tell you that you could be the next person we are going to call on stage to take us through a product presentation. One of the things we promise you is this, that when you join My Daily Choice, we do not just want you to learn by yourself. That's why we put up these training programs here for you. You will come, present, and even learn how to present in front of 2,000 people. Today, I don't want to spend so much time, but one of the topics I want us to cover today is, for example, how to conduct an effective product launch. You see, you have just joined My Daily Choice, or you've been in My Daily Choice for 2 months, 3 months, or maybe 1 year. You've been told about the benefits and features of these products. And you've been told that for you to become a successful networker or affiliate of My Daily Choice, you will need to expose the products. Without exposing the products to as many friends, neighbors, and people as possible, then you won't go far in your journey in My Daily Choice. You see, when I was growing up, I found my father in a company called Butter Shoe. And I think everybody in this room has worn a Butter Shoe. Am I right? So, Butter a company that started in the 1940s is still around. People are still wearing their shoes. I see their shops all over this town and every town of Kenya. Why is that company still around since the 1940s or maybe 50s? It's because people are still using and wearing the shoe. If you look at the great companies, soda companies, water companies, they've been around for decades, for years, and it's because the mwananchi, the consumer, still believes that it's a good product. So you are the CEO of your own business. Am I right? You're the CEO of your own business. Can I see a yes? Yes. You're the CEO of your own business. Then you always need to ask yourself, how am I doing as a CEO of my own business to expose the products to my friends, to my neighbors, and to everybody I know? So I want to take you through a step-by-step process which is very simple. You don't have to be a salesman or a saleswoman. You don't have to have gone any marketing course. When you take this step-by-step process, you'll find that you're exposing your business of these beautiful products to as many people as possible. So here we go. The first thing you need to remember is this, that you will need to develop a consumer base where you have 10 to 15 consumers, including yourself. These consumers will be calling you, will be texting you, they will be asking you for more product. They will be asking you for help about a friend or a neighbor or a cousin who is in need of a product. So right now ask yourself that question. How many customers, I'm not talking about affiliates, how many customers do I have? Can I just make up 10 calls every day and talk to my customers? And where do I get my customers? Here. Number one, one-on-ones. That you're meeting with a friend. Hi Judy, how are you doing today? Is it a good time to talk? The reason I'm calling you Judy is that I've come across some fantastic products from America. These products are making us look younger. These products are helping so many people lose some weight. And I thought about you. Could we meet over a cup of coffee and I could tell you more about the products? That's a one-on-one. So she will come for a one-on-one. So you need to ask yourself the question, these beautiful products that we have gone through here today, how many one-on-ones are you doing every day? Do you have a call you're making to somebody and say, hey Zach, how are you doing? Cyrus here. My reason of calling you Zach is that I would like to tell you about some beautiful products I'm launching. Yes, we are launching them at my place on Sunday, and you can come with a partner or a friend. Now, you are calling somebody to come in to see the products. That's what we're calling a product launch. So you need to expose your business in very many ways. Many of us lose the journey of My Daily Choice or in network marketing when we forget that apart from looking for affiliates who are interested in joining the business and getting commissions, we have so many people out there who are interested in just having a look at their products. So it's important that we develop our consumer base every day. We have internet, we have social media right now, we are live. So many people are following us and they would just like to find out more about these products. And one thing I would like to just mention here, whenever I go on social media, the first thing I think about when I'm talking about the products is to talk about the benefits. Can you say benefits?
Benefits.
So when I make it very simple, and if it's a product like trim, what I do is I tell somebody, if I could show you a product that is going to make you trimmer and look younger, would you be interested? You see, that person, what comes in his mind is, hey, I want to look younger, I want to look trimmer, I want to lose a few pounds. Oh yes, we could meet. So whenever you are talking about our products, always think, what isn't good for them? What will these products do for them? Don't go selling Trim 365. Go selling the benefits of Trim 365. And you'll find more people following you. Think about it. Even think about a product like our skincare product. If I could show you a product that is going to make you look younger when you're 50, 60, 80 years old, would you be interested? Oh yeah, I want to look younger. If I could show you a product that is going to naturally work on your skin, a product that has been manufactured by an international company from America, would you be interested? You see, when you talk it that way, people will buy into you. So every day, point number one is, how are you doing with developing your customer base? And when people ask me how many customers, I always tell them 10 to 15 customers every day is a good way to go. So homework number one today, go ask yourself, how many customers are you talking to? Then we move on to the second part now. Let's ask ourselves the question, why should I do a product launch? I have done product launches under a tree. Yes, under a tree. I remember we did that in Uganda. And very many people came because we couldn't host the function at the person's house. You know, some people don't like inviting you to their house. It's okay. What about at the backyard? What about in this beautiful training room? You should just come and ask our customer care, can I use the training room? I want to do a customer launch, a product launch with my people. It's okay. You can do it anywhere. But why should you do a product launch? Number one, this is good coaching for the new affiliates. You want to coach your new team on how the products work? Don't wait for Wednesday's product presentation. Start calling your new people and telling them, hey guys, I'm doing a product launch. I would like you to come over and see how I do it. The new people who have just joined you will see you doing it practically, and they will get excited and say, wow, this is easy and I can do it. Another reason, you develop your customer base. When you call your neighbors, when you call your friends and tell them, hey guys, I'm doing a product launch this weekend. Even if you invite 10 people, ask them to come with a friend. That will increase your customer base. Now look, it's also an opportunity for you to sponsor. Some people will come in and you will tell them about the products, but guess what? You will end the talk with telling them about the business opportunity presentation. And some of them will say, wait a minute, you mean I can make some money out of talking to people about the products? So that's also a way of you getting people started in your business as your downlines, and it's duplicatable. Monkey see, monkey do. This is how you do the product launch. Get a simple table like this. Put in your bottles. Even if you don't, when I finish my bottles, I don't throw them away. I keep them with me. You should come over and see my place. I've got so many of these empty bottles. I put them as my display. If you're doing a big product launch, why don't you approach the company and say, I want to launch some of these new products here. With that display there, you're ready to do it. So when your team sees you doing it in a simple way, just a few products on the table, then it will be duplicatable. And you'll find that your team is talking about, hey, this weekend I'm doing a product launch. Next week somebody else will be at product launch. So you'll find your team is so active every month in product launches. And it also helps you to build your personal PV. Remember, you need to do your 40 PV, your 90 PV. Where does that come from? Very simple. Get your customers. Hey, I want a boost. Wow, get me a hand and body lotion. After your presentation, you'll find so many people saying, hey, I'm going to try the boost. No, I'm going to try it. Then you get about 10 orders, 5 orders. And in a month, you just need to do 3 trims or 3 sprays, and you've done your 40. So don't worry about your 40 personal PV. As long as you can do a product launch, that is it. You're going to get many people qualifying every month because they have a customer base. Now let's get into the practical part of it. So Sarah says we need to be doing a product launch. And this is what I suggest. I'm not saying you do it every week. If you can do just 1 product launch every month, or 2 of them, that's even better. So it's not something that will tie your time. It's every month you think, when can I do a product launch and invite a few friends? So when you're preparing, set a date, 7 to 10 days after you have joined into our business. Like some of you are new here. Start thinking, when can I do a product launch? Then give out your invitations. Nowadays we've got WhatsApp, we've got all these social media sites where you can even do a soft copy and even invite them verbally and ask them to come with a friend or a relative. Then you can make a reminder 1 or 2 days before the launch. Hey, Eunice, how you doing? You remember I talked to you about our launch? Yeah, it's happening this Saturday. Fantastic. Are you coming with a friend? Are you coming with your hubby? Great. So you will find that you will anticipate about 10 people. Some of them won't come, it's okay. But at least this will be the beginning. Let me tell you something very interesting. We were in Kampala, and this lady told us a very nice story. That she was told to do a product launch. She was very new in the business. Actually, she was only 3 days in the business. And so she invited. When she invited people, guess what? About 70 of them confirmed they were going to come. So she talked to her upline, the person who brought her in the business. Hey, Sarah, guess what? Yes, 70 people have confirmed coming on Saturday. Then Sarah said, can you imagine I can't come, my car broke down? What would you do? And you're so new. She started shaking. But Sarah told her one thing. It might not be perfect. Your presentation might not be perfect. But just talk briefly about the products. By the time I fix my car, you'll have at least spoken to the people. She was so excited and talked about the products, as new as she was, and 10 people joined her business. 10 people. Can you clap for her wherever she is? The moral of the story is this. You don't have to be perfect, guys. But you take some commitment from your side to say, I'm going to try it out. Let me try talking to a few people and telling them about the products. You'll be amazed that when your friends hear you, they will believe in you. They have your trust. You have their trust, and they are going to get started with you. So don't worry. Just prepare 7 to 10 days, and then you can send out invitations, and then remind them 1 or 2 days before the launch. If you invite 20 to 30 people, 8 to 10 people are going to show up, and then they can come in with a friend. For guests who can't make the first date, offer them a second date. Hey, so John, hey, thanks. Do you remember that on Sunday we have a product launch? Yeah, beautiful products we are launching this Sunday. Yeah. Oh boy, you can't make it. So John, it's okay because next month on the 6th of July, I have another launch. Will you make it for that? You see now, you're giving him, he can't make it now, but at least he can see, oh, this is a serious guy. These guys are really doing these product launches. So suggest a second date for them. Now, this is a simple way of doing it. You are a simple card. You are invited to a presentation of health, nutrition, and personal care and beauty products based on the remarkable products from my daily choice. It will be on the 15th. You can put here June 2020. It will be at Mrs. Jones' house, and it will be at 3 p.m. Friends are welcome. A simple thing you can do. You can do it in your own way. So people will see it's serious when you're doing it, and will take that invitation and keep it in their calendar. And you can remind all the people you have sent the invitation to. And like I said, social media, WhatsApp, all the people you talk to try and send them out an invitation. In the preparation, don't go out of your way. You need to keep it simple. If you have some My Daily Choice products, like last time you remember we had some hand and body lotion. If you have a hand and body lotion of your own, you could always maybe have a simple one and people could try and put some. I want you to try some of the products. When people sample, you see, I'm just giving you an example. Last time we did it. When people sample the product and they smell the product and they feel the product, they will say, wow, this works for me. So wherever you can, like our presenter today had an actual demonstration of how to apply or how to use the trim and the sprays. She did a practical example of how to do it. So you can keep it that simple. Don't go out of your way and doing snacks or mandazi or chapati. This is not a party, guys. You're launching your product. It's a business talk. You can have a decent table, like I showed you, a tablecloth, some loose products for demo, and some product brochures, a notepad, pens, a price list, and maybe some sticky labels. I once went to Lavington, and we had a product launch. We gave out some notepads. Some people said they didn't have a pen, and we gave them a pen. And this is what I said to them. As I am giving the talk about our remarkable products, If there's any product that you come across that you really like, please note it down. If you find any product that really feels and touches somebody in your family, write it down. By the end of our presentation, I asked the people to remove their paper. And everybody was removing the product that touched their heart. So just get into the habit of having some loose forms with you that you can give the guys and tell them, as I'm doing my talk, please note down the product that will really work for you, or something that you feel can change somebody's life in your family. People will take notes. So after the meeting, you'll ask them, please give me your paper, and then now you can know these are the orders. You're already getting customers. These people are interested in these products. I really need to follow up. Can you say follow up? Yeah, you will need to follow up with those people now, because once it's Trim, it means she really was touched by that product called Trim. So you can also have a video. We have immense videos from our CEO and also our co-founder. Why don't you get a video if you can? If you have the machinery, it's okay. If you don't, fine, well and good. In preparation, remember, if your sponsor is doing your product launch for you, prepare an introduction for them in advance. Let the guests know that the launch is for your benefit. Make it clear that you value their support. So in the intro, it's always good. If you're not doing it, I could come in and say, so thank you so much for coming. I know most of you are our neighbors here. And I've called somebody you might not have met. His name is Joshua Musoti. Joshua Musoti is the one who actually introduced me to this business. And Joshua Musoti has vast experience in our industry, and so I would like him to come forward and continue the talk. That's if it's him doing it. If it's you call Cyrus, introduce me. If it's you doing it, you can just quickly go straight into the presentation. Keep your presentation maximum 1 hour. The guests you have called at home or wherever you call them, you don't have all the time. Keep it to 1 hour, and thank the guests for coming. Yeah? And then you can also make sure you're smart, bright, cheerful, and enthusiastic. No boring facts. If you give too many boring facts, you'll say, oh my God, we've come back to class. But you can make it interesting. Let me show you. Let me give you an example of something that I normally do when I am doing a product presentation. I know these are excellent products for health, but this is what I did the other day. I just asked the people, can you just show me how many people have taken some soda today or some tea or coffee? Raise up your hand. Coffee, tea. Wow, many of you. How many people put some sugar? Did you know that sugar is not too good for your health? Now you see, I've not gone into talking about the products, but I've talked about some problem that might be associated with their health. This is how you can also do it. Did you know that you will need to do 3 things in life? If you want to remain healthy, 3 things are very important for you. 1, you will need to do some exercise, even if it's to take a walk. Number 2, you will need to rest. Maybe 6 hours, 7 hours a day. That's important. Number 3, you will need to watch your diet. I'm here to talk about diet, guys, because this is where many people go wrong. Many people are not taking care of their diet. You see, I didn't go with the facts and all that, but I've now aroused your interest because I want to talk about diet. And then I can come in and say, the World Health Organization has shown us that 5 out of 10 people are obese. Even kids are overweight. And not only in America, but also in East Africa. There is a problem out there. And many companies, actually hundreds of thousands of companies, have come up with weight management products. Many of them. But how safe are they? What is the source of these products? Our company is called My Daily Choice, and I want to tell you about why I believe that our company has come up with the best weight management product in the market. Let me tell you now about Trim. You see, when you bring out your talk and make sure that it doesn't have the boring facts that you're trying to tell people about a solution, people will say, I want to try that kind of product that you have. Here we talked about being smart. You know, let me just define smartness here. You don't have to have a suit. You don't have to be in the best jacket. All you're trying to do is that when the presenter looks at you, they're saying, this is somebody I would like to be associated with. So for ladies who invite people to the homes, I know it's traditional that when we go home, we have is it called a leso? It's okay. As long as you're smart, it's allowed in the business. Just make sure that you do it in a smart way and you are enthusiastic all the time. Then you can go and give a brief introduction about My Daily Choice. And if you have the technology, why don't you play a video which can do it for you? Josh has got excellent videos. So if you've got the technology, you've got the laptop, tell them, let's first of all listen to this video. If you don't, you can go ahead and do an introduction yourself about My Daily Choice as a company. It's very simple, brief that you will do. Then you can come in and talk about the importance of supplementation. Why do we supplement? Now, if you look at this, I'm not going to go through all of it here, but you'll see the key points that we are talking about. There is a problem in the market. We have a real problem in front of us. Look at this. People are overcooking the food. We have poor storage facilities. You have brought in your vegetables and maybe fruits all the way from Mombasa or from Nyahururu. They are exposed. The processing and refinement that takes place. Since the 1950s, guess what? Our soil has been depleted of important minerals. So when you go and take a fruit from the farm and eat it, it's not the same as the guys who were eating in the 1950s. It's been depleted of important minerals over time. And then there's exposure to anti-nutrients, alcohol, caffeine, cigarette, chemicals, drugs, pollution. Look at what is happening today. Everybody is warning us about the pesticides and the herbicides that are being used. Now you see what you do. To the guests you have invited, you're telling them there's a problem out there. You didn't go straight into talking about the products. You want to talk about, first of all, what's the problem in the market. If you go along Kijabe, Koinange Street, restaurant after restaurant, but everybody is doing chicken and chips. How safe are we? You go and find the mafuta has been overcooked. You find that the chicken is not that chicken, that Ingoho chicken we know about. So there is a danger out there. So when you bring out your talk and talk to people about the problem our bodies are facing, then you can come in and talk about our dietary supplements. We take them to maintain good health and promote a strong immune system. That's what we do. Now you see, you associate problem in the market. But we have a solution here. And that's what I want to talk to you about, the solution here. Let me give you a good example of how we talk about shield. If you think about it today, there is a lot of air pollution, water pollution taking place everywhere we go. But did you know that we have a product called Shield, which is made of coral calcium? This is what the product can do for you. Then you go on and talk about it. You see, people associate problem, solution. Can we say problem? Solution. Don't sleep on me. Problem, solution. So whenever you're going to do your talk, whether on a one-on-one or a product talk, always remember, let me first of all talk about the challenges. Then I come in and give the solution. So you can come in. What you are taught today is very important, because this is where it comes in. After you have done your introductions and talked about the problems our society is facing, you can now come in and talk about the results of supplementation. When you take our supplements, they are going to help boost your immune system. They are going to increase your energy level. Our products are going to expand your intelligence when you take our brain, when you take our sleep. And they are going to enhance your appearance. You're going to look younger. You're going to always look like you are a product of the product. Have you ever gone somewhere and then you see people turn and look at you? And maybe they are saying, what happened to that guy? So when you're in My Daily Choice, you will always look young, because people will be asking you, what are you using? What are you applying? Can you clap for My Daily Choice, guys? So we talk about the results of supplementation. Yeah, look at this. Some people look 50 years at 30, and some look 30 years at 50. Do you know why? You know why? It's because of the supplements that we've been taking. So, spend about 15 minutes explaining about the benefits of my daily choice products. It doesn't have to be a whole 1 hour on one product. 15 minutes is good enough. And then 15 to 30 minutes overview of other product ranges of your choice. So if we know one big challenge we have in East Africa is about supplementation. So I always say, go the supplement way. That should be your key focus. The oral supplements. Start with the oral supplements. Then you can tell them, and now let me ask a question. How many people in this room would like to look younger for longer? Wow, all of us. Let me now tell you about some of the skincare products that we have introduced in the market. Now you can go and talk briefly about the products. All the benefits that you are taken through by our speaker for today, you can take them through that. Not set long, but arouse their interest in that. Now, in your presentation, this is very important, even for those who are watching us, we never make any medical claims. We state the benefits and experience. We have friends, relatives, and others who have enjoyed the products. Try and get out testimonials of people who have benefited from our products which have got nutritional value. Something else, encourage your guests to try the products and jot down questions and points. I heard there's one question somebody's got and we are going to answer it. Of special interest for individual or private consultation after the presentation. Announce any incentive on offer. Like now I'm going to announce an incentive. Did you know that if you bring in 4 new people to join into your network this month, we are going to take you to a 5-star hotel where you are going to eat a 5-star meal? Did you know? Yes, we do. So consult your team leaders and you're going to find that we have got that incentive which has been rolled out here. It's a local incentive for our teams and it's going to go on. So even at your meeting, announce anything that's happening, any offer that is going on, or if somebody does a launch, maybe you can get them a free product. Thank your hostess for the launch and then you can ask for the order. Remember I told you at the end of the meeting, I hope you have all enjoyed our presentation today. Thank you so much, Joshua, for bringing us through this presentation. Now, I would just like to find out the products that you took down, and maybe you have some questions. Now, it's question time to take the orders from your people. You'll find they've got questions. They've got genuine questions, they've got genuine challenges, and it's you to answer to the best of your knowledge. If you don't have the answers, it's okay. You can tell them you can pursue the answers. Then you can take the order from them. If they want to join, remember, you can tell them about the business opportunity. But the key focus, remember we started our talk, was trying to get and increase our customer base every time. When we do that, all of us are going to achieve. Is it possible to do a product launch, guys? Yes. Is it possible? So think about it. Where do I do my product launch? Like I say, anywhere. We did it in circumstances when we were in Uganda under a tree. That's the only place we could do it. And we got orders. You can invite people to your house. You can invite them to your neighbors. You can invite them in a small restaurant. In Uganda, there's a guy called Keith. Keith is every day having meetings happening in the small restaurants and the big restaurants in Uganda. So don't have an excuse of saying, when will I do mine? Like I said, you don't have to do very many. It could be just once a month. Just once a month you have a product launch. Next month, when you have finished your product launch, you can announce to the people and tell them, on the 6th of July, we are going to have another product launch, and it's going to be launched at Zach's place. So people will know that they can go to Zach's. Then you can come to your leader and say, I also want to try a product launch. Saturdays, this place is open. It's a fantastic place to do a product launch. Invite people where you tell them it's a product launch. Have you learned something today? Yes. Have you learned something today? Yes. So let's do a recap. Number 1, network marketing was born out of the concept that you can get a customer base to love our excellent products. And as you developed your customer base, Some of them are going to join into your network as affiliates. Others will remain as customers, which is the livelihood of any good network marketing company. So it's good to ask yourself the question from this month of June, how am I doing with my customer base? Am I increasing my number of customers? When I wake up in the morning and I check my WhatsApp, am I getting somebody telling me, hey, I need 2 trims. Hey, my sister also wants 1 shield. The moment you start getting messages of people asking you for product, then you know you're on the right path. Then we say, we can expose our business in many ways. We can do a one-on-one presentation. You can bring people for a training session here. But you personally need to be thinking about doing a product launch every month. It's simple. Just get a few products like we have shown you here and tell people that you'll be inviting them in advance to come to your product launch. People will turn up. People will also turn up and bring in a friend. And as you get the courage now to bring in your guests, like now you could come and say, I want you to come in with 2 guests. I want you to come in with the people from your team. It's a nice learning field for people. People learn how to do it. The customers also you answer all the questions, and now you get customers into your mind. Make it very simple. Be smart, enthusiastic, smile, and once you start doing it, everybody in your team will be doing launches. Everybody in your team will never go broke, because when we are waiting for our commissions on Friday, on Thursday night, you already have money in your pocket out of the customers you're servicing every day. Some homework for you now. Go really thinking about this point. We have the best products in the world, am I right? Yes. We've got amazing products. But if we really want to go the next step, let's go thinking, when is my next product launch? Even if you're not good at it, call your sponsor, call your upline, call the person who brought you to My Daily Choice, tell them, I want us to do a product launch. You will be amazed at the results, because 1, you will be excited because of the money you get out of the customers. 2, you will have people you're helping every day. You will have referrals every day, and you will have telephone calls and WhatsApp messages of people saying, I need a product. Guys, I love you so much. My name is Cyrus Methu. Have a great day today. All right. I think there was somebody with a question, or you could answer any question that you could have, or maybe some challenges you get across when you go out there talking to people.
Ask your question.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
So my question is about MDC,
Yes.
really what it is all about.
Yes.
Because the question that I get out there is that what is the difference between what I'm doing now and what you want me to come to get into?
So the person asking you the question maybe is employed or what?
Is into a network marketing. So if I say that we are into wealth and health,
Yes.
into wealth and wellness,
Right.
they're already also into that.
Okay.
So there's nothing really different that
Okay,
really,
let's put it this way. Maybe the person is asking you the question, why should I leave whatever I am doing in my company or in my network and join yours?
yes.
Let's clap for her. The first thing I always do is this. I appreciate that there are very many other companies out there that are also good. So you should thank them for the question and having the time to ask you the question. And then the first thing I do is this. I try and, if I could take some notes here, if I could write some things here, I try and, first of all, try and look at the features of a good network marketing companies. And one of the main features of a good network marketing company is the stability. If you think about our company, which was only started 5 years ago, the company has grown from just doing 10 million US dollars a year to now close to 200 million US dollars a year. That should tell any business person about the stability and growth of a company. While many companies today are talking about the meltdown, while so many companies today are locking down and closing shop, our company is expanding. January opened up in Kenya. Last year opened up in Ghana, South Africa, and Nigeria. That should tell you that if you are looking for a business partner, the first thing you need to do in network marketing is to ask yourself, are these the good guys or the bad guys? We are the good guys. So that's number one. You can clap for that, guys. That's number one. Number two, the products. Many companies will come up with products and tell you we are also in network marketing. But we need to be careful and ask the question, are these essential products? Do we need them in Africa? Because the other companies that come with formulations and dump products in Africa, but we, in My Daily Choice, and that's why it's called My Daily Choice, because they are daily choices we make. From the time you wake up in the morning, you feel that you will need to use a product that is going to clean up your system, to detox you. And that's why we've got a product like Pig. Pig is a product that is made up of superfruits. It's an antioxidant. You know what? When you just go and take a bite of an apple, it turns color, right? Brown, that's oxidation. Oxidation is happening in our bodies, in our cells every day. So when we take the superfruits, which are in our pig, we make sure this antioxidant goes up to clean up our cells. So we have essential products. Everybody, every man needs a product like pig. So we need to bring that point out to other companies, because some of them will just come up with a product, but the question is it essential? I mentioned earlier on that over 50% of the people today are obese, they are overweight, even kids. Look at the fast foods in East Africa today. We are worried about that. Do we have a product which is essential? Yes, we do. So when I'm talking to people and they ask me, why My Daily Choice? I tell them, yes, it's because we've got essential products. Then number three, I tell them, when we're still talking about products, we've got a money back guarantee.
Yes.
Right, someone said yes there. We have a money back guarantee. That's just to tell you that we really believe in our science. We really believe in our technology, that if you use the product and use it as we have instructed on the label, and it doesn't work for you, then you can come back with the empty bottle and we can give you your money back. Not many companies that I know have got that money back guarantee. So that's a big difference, and that's something that you should share out with as many people as possible. All right?
Yeah.
Number three, on product. Hey, we can go on talking. I can tell them about the pricing. The pricing for My Daily Choice was made for Africa. Our products are affordable. Not only for the higher class, but everybody can afford our products. And that's why we believe that we are here to listen to exactly what the challenges people have been facing in the past when products are overpriced by other companies. Our products are affordable. But I can mention something here, and that is what Mr. Musoti always likes talking about. The question, remember, was, why should I leave what I'm doing and join you? I talk about the 85%, guys. It's a big thing you need to talk about, that our founder and co-founder have got a lot of experience in networking, and they looked at all the challenges that were facing people, and one of them was they were getting a low pay on their commissions. And that's why we are the only company who can be brave enough to go out and tell people that you can earn up to 85% commissions. Did I hear somebody clap for that? Now, something else about it when you talk about the marketing plan, that our pay plan is very attractive because we pay you every week and every month. So while you are doing your business, you'll find that you will be able to have a sustainable network of affiliates who are always earning some income in one way or another, and so they can't quit your business. Something else I always talk about, and these statistics are truthful. If you go to the back office, we have our income disclaimer. It's always good to go and refer back to it. If you look at the statistics, we have a very high rate of networkers who are remaining in our business longer than any other networks. Other networks will join, stay for 2 or 3 months, and they quit. But we have a big rate, a very high rate, where we don't have a turnover of people living into our business. So I hope with those few, I've answered your question?
Yes.
There are many others, and if you want others, you can pass by my office and we can always talk about it. But always remember, don't be negative, don't fight the other person telling you, why should I join you? Face them with the facts and tell them exactly what it is about our business. This is a business that is going to outshine many others. Within 5 years, we've broken records and we are still breaking our records. Thank you so much. So anybody else with another question?
I just wanted to mention
Yeah,
something.
yes.
I think it's also important to add the absorption.
Oh yes, let's clap for her. Clap for her. Like I said, we have many other reasons too. And when you go through the presentation, the official presentation, all those facts are there. Oh, and this is what I call it, marketing tools.
Oh yes.
This morning, I was with a gentleman for breakfast, and I've never met him before. I only met him today. Yet we've been talking since February when he joined through South Africa. He really believes he joined our business because of the marketing systems. He is a guru in networking, he's a guru in computers, and that's what attracted him. That we've got a very simple system where you get a back office, where you get a free application, which is very advanced, and you've got a free website. You can do business anywhere around the world. He tells me that he's got a business even in Cyprus. He's got a business, he told me, in Mozambique, where he networks with people about the products. So that's a very valid point. No other company can match us when we talk about marketing tools, when we talk about our MDC genius. And so it's something that you should always be proud enough and go out and talk to people and when your head up and tell them, we've got the best marketing plan. Good point. Yes? Any other question, any other point you would like to add? Feel free, this is your forum. Good. Any other question on the products, on the presentations that we have had today? Very good. Now, every time we come for our training, we always find there's a guest. Anybody who's coming as a guest today? Ooh, what's your name? Karidhi. Who invited you? Well, next to you. So make sure you sit down with Karidhi and tell him how he can also not only get using the products, but can also join into the business opportunity. Karibu sana. So thank you so much everybody for today's training. Remember, tomorrow is Thursday at 1 o'clock, coming in with a guest because we are going to have a powerful business opportunity presentation. Thank you so much and God bless. Thanks.